then it's good to have. So, oh, we got Emily waiting in the waiting room here. There we go. Okay, awesome. Here she comes. Good. All right. Welcome, Emily. So, did I miss anything else anyone wanted to share about your week? Or Karen had some success with the 24 and 24 sale idea.
I did. I posted it yesterday, later in the day, I guess it was. And as of right now, I have 10 items purchased.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
great.
fantastic.
I have
I will-
one.
Hey, that's great. Honestly, any sale is a win in my book. I don't
Yep.
care how much it is. So
right.
even if it's an $8 eyeshadow, I'm like, yay.
It is
So
just such a tough month, and not just with Mary Kay. So don't anybody get down. I think it's just the month, because I've talked to Pampered Chefs, I've talked to Tupperware, I've talked to Zaya, I've talked to just even own crafters that are selling their stuff, and they have just said it is just like pulling eye teeth to get anybody to even one, interact, and two, to order. So don't get down, guys. It's just
Yeah.
it's just 1 month.
that's really good to know, Karen. Sometimes we think that it's just us, or, oh, maybe it's because I just started or I've been at this for a while. But yeah, and then sometimes then you'll have those people who are having amazing months, and then it kind of offsets. But that's really good to know that we can kind of support each other. And even the customers that talk to us, even though if they say they can't right now, just the fact that they're communicating with you is good. Because I'm not always able to shop. Sometimes I'm just window shopping, and I wish I could shop with everybody, but
Right.
fortunately that's not reality, because if that was the case, I'd be shopping with all of you who have your other side businesses as well. And I just can't even do that. So I get it. And then we've got the medical bills that pile up and all the other things in life. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, it just, life happens. So it's just good. Like, we're building a community, and we're building, we're a service for others to be able to help them. So you're blessing others just by interacting, I think. So that's great. And if you don't hear from somebody, sometimes I feel like you have to, it's okay to check back in after a couple of days and just say, hey, did you get my message? How are you doing? I think that means a lot, just to hear, because a lot of times you will find out how someone really is doing. So, and
Yeah.
actually my goal was to just call everyone in the whole unit, just to do like a care call, just to check in and see where everybody's at. But I have not finished that yet, because it matters. It's nice when somebody calls just to see how you're doing, besides just how's your Mary Kay doing, So anyway, that's my goal. So if I haven't called you yet, I apologize, but I'm working on it. So let's see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I out of like 40 or 50 messages, nobody even replied except for that one that said lip gloss, and then she didn't even order it.
Yeah.
So I might do follow-up messages like Friday or something.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Madison for my oldest son. He has glaucoma, and we gotta go see a specialist in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And so I may as well find something to do on the 3-hour road trip. Well, 6 hours total.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yeah.
As long as you're not driving, then you're good.
No, we get medical rides, free medical ride.
Oh, that's really
But I
good.
don't have a car. I don't drive either.
Well, I'm glad you can get him there to get the help he needs.
Yeah, definitely.
Aw.
But
thank
yeah,
you.
I'm surprised nobody even replied back saying, "Hey, thanks," or "not interested," or nothing. I'm like, wow, just so sweet. Come on now.
Yeah, sometimes I'm finding too that the amount of messages that I get in a day is quite a bit. I don't know how it is for you. And then I'm probably inundating you with a bunch of things too. So if I ever overwhelm you, just tell me to knock it off.
Yeah.
So-
You're
That
so
won't
helpful.
happen.
Oh, well, I try to do it in different ways with an email and or just the different ways that people like to communicate. So I can try to hit them all, but sometimes it's hard to know what's best. And sometimes I just got to get that out there to everybody as soon as possible. So anyway, yeah, I hear my kids running around. Okay. But I suppose we should get to the nitty gritty about the lead generating. And don't worry if you weren't able to listen, we can share ideas. And hi, Kristen, I see you on. I think I forgot to say hi, and hi, Emily. But if you did get a chance to listen, I'd love to hear your takeaways from, it was Jen Bows, and then forgot her name, I wrote it down, but Ashley, yes, Ashley Kleinsmith, that's right. So feel free to share what you took from either of the ladies that you thought would be something you might want to try.
I took notes on my iPad, so I'm going to have to switch to.
Oh, perfect.
It was interesting to me to see, to hear that Jen, well, both of them were kind of introverted. And Jen had a fear of rejection, and I have a huge fear of rejection.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sure.
so if they are saying no, they're not saying no to me. They're saying no to what I have to offer, but then to change the no to KNOW, they need to
Yes.
know what, they don't know what I'm actually offering. So anyway.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's brilliant. Because a lot of times they're saying no because they don't know what it is that you
Right.
are offering. They think that they're getting this like deep massage or some kind of they don't know what a facial is. And actually, before I started Mary Kay, I didn't even know what a facial was, other than just like I thought somebody was going to come and steam my face, and which I'm sure you could do, but really it's just showing them how to use the products and that kind of thing, whether it's the glam or it's the skincare. So yeah, that's good. Well, and what's funny about that is Jen Bows is the most extroverted person I've ever met.
Oh, wow.
So to hear her say that she had a confidence issue or that she had trouble with warm chatter was amazing to me.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know it. Oh, congratulations, Willianne. She just got
Yay.
married.
Yay,
Yay,
congratulations. Yay.
go do that. Well, this is recorded, so if you want to come back to it, do whatever you need to do. Yeah. Okay. So any other thoughts on, she was talking about the different ways to nominate people.
Mhm.
So she's all done. Okay.
I like the blessing bags. I carry them with me, but I'm terrible about getting up the nerve to hand them out.
Okay.
I think that's the hardest thing for me, is to reach in and grab them and give them out. I have good intentions when I go someplace, and then I
Uh-huh.
just forget or I
Yes.
try.
I
So
had an appointment for Felicity Jane I guess it was last Wednesday. And it was it's in a children's hospital. She was going to a children's ENT, and it was in the same building that I did my ultrasounds, because my pregnancies are high risk because I had severe preeclampsia with my first. So each subsequent pregnancy, I have to go to a specialist for my just for a few checkups like throughout the pregnancy. So because I was returning somewhere that I had been before, and I had given them samples and lookbooks when I was pregnant with Felicity Jane, I brought lookbooks with me with my card, and I gave one to the nurse at the ENT, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, I haven't seen Mary Kay in so long. I used to use the Time Wise set, and I love the charcoal mask. I'll definitely look at it." And then I also gave it, I went down to where I had my ultrasounds done, and I gave one to the receptionist there. And she was so excited to see Felicity Jane, who's almost 2 now. She'll be 2 in July. And they were like, "It's so cool to see her out of the womb." And gave them lookbook as well. And I haven't gotten an order from it, and I don't know if I will. But like you said, Karen, I thought about bringing samples again, but I honestly wasn't sure how many people I would be interacting with, and I didn't want to give one person a sample and not have one for someone else. And I didn't really have enough space to have like 10 sample bags. And so I just did the lookbook and was like, hopefully this is good enough, because I was worried about, I guess, hurting someone's feelings if I didn't have enough to hand out.
You know, if you didn't have enough, Willa Ann, and you could say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I ran out." But if you give me your name and number, I'll mail you some.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. I didn't think about that.
Oh,
You know, that way at least you're making a contact. I don't know if that's
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I could have done that. Thank you.
I wouldn't have thought that. That is really smart. Yeah. That's good. It's easy to get kind of, Nettie was saying she sometimes gets a little nervous to do that. And I do too. And so I just try, which is surprising because I talk to all of you like no big deal. But if I'm at Aldi or at Walmart or something like that, and I'll specifically go to, you know, a checker or cashier on purpose. So then I have to talk with someone, and I'll just decide, you know, if I thought they were a nice person, they were sweet, then I'll just say thank you so much. And I just remember that it's okay if there's not a sale from it, if I don't even get their number. I just want to make sure I'm blessing them because they've been a blessing to me. And if something comes of it, then that's wonderful. And some are really good about getting the phone number of the person that they gave the blessing bag to. I myself am not. And so that's something I should work on. But I suppose like in this last section, they were talking about going on a scavenger hunt and how you can say, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody with curly hair. Would you like to be my model?" That kind of a thing. And then, you know, you just take a picture with them and say, "Okay, I'll send you the picture. What's your number?" So that I can have you be my model, and then we can connect through, you know, online or in person if you want to. I thought, well, that's a good idea. So
about that. So if you say, "Oh, I'm needing a model," then what do you do? Follow up with sending them samples? What do you do there?
there's lots of things you can do. You could do a skincare session with them. You kind of ask them what they would prefer. So if they're more into skincare products, then you could do, you know, just send them some Time Wise samples or different things like that. If they're in town, you could meet with them, like that would be fine. If not, then you could, I would assume they'd be in town if you met them somewhere, but sometimes schedules don't always work. So you may need to drop off some samples with them so that you can have them try them or work with them to try those. And then I've also seen it where if it's a glam session, then you just walk them through it. I've done this before actually online. So like through a Zoom appointment with them, I just have them hop on Zoom with their whatever samples I send them, either the skincare or the other ones, and I just show them how to use those. And actually, I think Amy Main and I, we actually hopped on Zoom before she was a consultant, and showed her how to use some of the eyeshadows, and then just took a before and after picture. We didn't do that with Amy because we were just showing her how to use them, Melanie and myself. But I feel like, you know, you're just asking so that you have, I guess you call it a portfolio, and then you can show before and after pictures and put them in like an album on Facebook so someone could see what it was that you've done together. Just different, you just have them be a model. So it's kind of the thought behind it. And you can also use like the lookbook to do that as well if you have samples. you can send them. If you have the actual products and you're meeting in person, you can also use those too. I just recommend having your own brushes so that they're, you know, clean and that kind of thing. But yeah, like you can literally, this is from the new lookbook, but you can literally like say, I need a face model and we're going to try these products and I want to see what that would look like. And it tells you exactly what to do. So then you just grab, you know, some samples to put together and then you have them try it. So, and I like that it's already there for you. So it kind of tells you what to do and you don't have to reinvent the wheel kind of a thing. So just tells you what to use on the eyes. Does that help a little bit? Okay. I haven't done a lot of face models, to be honest, but I think it'd be a lot of fun just to try different. Oh, and here's another one. This will be kind of a pink look coming up soon that you could try, Sugar Rush. And then it'll tell you all the steps and what to do. Okay, so it's just a matter of if you have those products or want to try something similar, and you'll say, yeah, we're going to try this together. I want to see how it looks on you. Would you be my face model? And then you can just share pictures if they're okay with that. So yeah, and then a lot of times then you just get their opinion and ask them what they thought. And then they may want to try some of those products. Let's see. Kristen says she's been messaging people that I've been with Mary Kay for 4 weeks and I'm on a challenge to sell 30 items. Oh, good. I'm glad. That's great. I feel like a lot of people like to help with goals. So if they're able to help with a goal, then a lot of times they will. So that's good, Kristen. I'm glad to hear it. Yay. Cool. Any other thoughts from either Jen or I think the next one was Ashley? Trying to remember what else she said.
In hand, you know, it was kind of, the first one was about how communication is important and ways to initiate that. And then the other one with Ashley was more how to generate those leads, you know, first people you have relationships already, then acquaintance, and then complete strangers, which is kind of what we've been talking about, is approaching, you know, complete strangers.
Yes, right. The ABC, like I think she said, like A are acquaintances, B are like people that you kind of know, and then C, yeah. And I suppose the people you're giving blessing bags to could be an A, B, or C. You know, someone you know really well would be, you could give a blessing bag to, or it could be someone you don't know at all. And so if you give it to someone who is a stranger, maybe I shouldn't say stranger, but someone that you're not familiar with, then it's exciting because the chance of getting an opportunity to have more leads from that person really can open the door. So.
Ashley said something profound. The fortune is in the follow-up.
Yes.
I am not really good at follow-up, so I'm going to start working on that.
Oh, it's so key. Can I just tell you, and you already are figuring that out, but even with your order that you got from, was it Jennifer today?
Jeanette.
Well, oh, Jeanette. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't following up, but just checking in with her to see if she wanted to order something, you're still checking in with her. So I think that's pretty awesome. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, but I actually had to start a thing where, what is it? The 2+2+2 thing where after 2 days you check in with them if they have the products. And then 2 weeks you check to see if everything's still working okay. And then 2 months. And I could not keep up with it. So I have like a texting service do that for me. But quite honestly, if you go into your, I think it's Mary Kay in Touch, maybe you've seen this, there's an area underneath the customers.
Yes, it has the 2+2+2.
Yeah, and it has reminders, and you
Right.
can, don't worry if you haven't gotten a chance to follow up, it's okay. You can just go in there and you can just see Oh, that's okay, Kristen. Don't worry about it. You're good. She wanted to talk. She can talk too if she wants to. Anyway, you can always go back and just say, I'm so sorry, I dropped the ball. I meant to follow up with you. How are you doing on your products? Would you like to see what's new? And really, people understand. So, but yes, it's so true. The fortune is in the follow-up on those for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the following up is hard. And I'm like Leah, I was losing track. So, but it's only because, when you have more customers, but, and I admit I use the texting service because it does it for you.
Mhm. Yeah, but a lot of times they'll say, "Oh no, I'm doing great. I'm fine." But at least
Yeah.
that's good. But then sometimes you'll have someone say, "No, actually, this
Mhm.
product isn't working." Or I talked to Emily the other day, and I wasn't following up with her. I was just checking in to say hi, and she mentioned something funny with her oil-free eye makeup remover. Just wasn't quite right, and so we did a product replacement. And so often you'll have a customer that has something, but they don't want to tell you because they're embarrassed. But if you're following up with them and just making sure they're loving everything, and if they're not, and they're able to tell you that, then you can make it right away. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And I actually got, I think it was last week on one of the follow-ups, it was, an order. So, and it was from a follow-up. So,
Oh, great.
so yeah, so I mean, it does help. And like I said, most of the time it's just no, you know, everything's going good, still love my product. But, I get a reply.
Hey, that's great. That's good. Well, and also there may be a time that you feel like, okay, I followed up with everyone because I don't have that many customers. So now what do I do? So then you're at the point where you need to have some more parties so that you can start kind of developing that customer base so that you have people to follow up with. But yeah,
But
it's just kind of an ongoing thing.
it's also like Leah was saying earlier about checking in with everybody, not for an order, but if you message your customers, just hi, just thinking of you, how's everything going? I've done that before, and you would be surprised of the replies that you get,
Mhm.
just as a that oh, you're not asking for an order or to book a party or something. You're just really, it's kind of like a heart message.
Yeah.
You're texting them or messaging them from your heart to honestly see how they're doing.
Mhm.
I've done that before too, from Leah. And it was just, they just really, it's I'm thinking of you today, or something like that.
Oh, that's great.
I'll
So,
notice a lot of my customers start to slow down on their own personal pages or something, and they're not saying much or they're kind of quiet. I'll just check in with them, not even for a product or for sale. I'll
Mhm.
just check in and ask them if they're okay. And I found a couple of them who haven't been okay, and
Mhm.
we're really appreciative of having somebody to just chat with for a few minutes and check in on them. And you know, they they were really appreciative of that. And I think that if you let them know that you're there to help, build a relationship with them, not just, oh,
Mhm.
bye now, type of a thing. Um, that helps. They're more apt to follow you a little closer.
Yeah, that's for sure, because I can't tell you the amount of times I purchase things from people and then you never hear from them after that. And so to have someone actually take the time to say, hey, how are you? And maybe on the side or somewhere later on, is everything working okay for you? But to check in and just see how people are, I think means the world, because now with all the AI stuff doing everything for us, our business is going to be really special because we are based on people and serving people. Um, and you're actually talking to a person, not some kind of bot. So I think that's great. Uh, And I also liked how Jen Bowes had mentioned about if you know someone has a birthday coming up where you're checking, you're not just blind messaging them about, hey, let's have a birthday party. Like you're looking at their page and commenting and seeing what's going on in their lives or just in real life. If you know they have a birthday coming up, checking in on them. And then you can say something like, hey, I'd love to pamper you for your birthday. Would you like to have a little party? Do you want to invite some friends? That kind of thing. Because it's more genuine than just randomly messaging somebody. So I like that idea. Takes a little more time, but definitely worth it. So awesome. Cool. Anything else anyone wanted to share? Let's see here. Looks like the next two are booking is your lifeline and how to get a yes. So that is, I'll just put those on there. And then I am going to try this nomination station tent card thing that Jen mentioned about how you can nominate someone to be pampered. I'm doing a garage sale on Thursday and Friday, and I thought, oh, why don't I have people nominate people? And then they can also win a prize if they fill out like a little, what do you call it? I did a QR code and they can just scan it. And then if they want to win a prize, I don't know what, but I thought I would try that and see how it goes at the garage sale. So that's my plan. So I'll have to let you know how that goes.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that is about all I know at the moment. Anything else? Oh, on Thursday, we will continue in Beautiful Escape with, I think Nikki's doing it this week. I'll put the schedule for May. I just put that together. She's going to be doing our happy hour skincare session, but we're also going to have a peek into pink on, I believe it's the 13th. So that'll be one of the same evenings that we meet on a Tuesday at 7:30. So you can invite ladies who, or gentlemen, I suppose too, who you think would be a good fit for Mary Kay. And then that'll be with Cindy, and Melanie will hop in when she can because she's at baseball games, like full swing, literally. And then let's see here. The 22nd, we're going to do bingo night. And that's a Thursday. It's free. And I think consultants and customers can win on that too. So that's just going to be a fun little event to invite your customers to. So just giving you a heads up on what's coming. Any questions for you or things that you're wondering? All righty. Well, I'll let you go ahead and wrap up your, we'll wrap up our month here. I think we're pretty close to hitting our minimum production. And I think it's because all of us ordered last month. So we hit like really high. So I just so appreciate all of you joining me and just running with me. It's been really fun to have so many of you. We're just all supporting each other in every facet. So thank you so much. And I'm here if you need anything.
Thanks,
I know
Leah.
yeah. And I hope to see you next week. I'll post the information about the different happy hour for your skin and bingo night here after I get off. So you can kind of put that on the calendar then. So
I'm just excited for the first.
what was that?
I'm excited for the first.
Oh, yes. We have new products coming. If you have not gotten a chance to check them out, let me know. They are pretty exciting. We just can't share them till the first.
Bueno.
Okay. All righty.
Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
You're so welcome. Have a good evening, everybody. Oh, I should stop recording. All righty.
You too.